If you thought the Tata Nano was the cheapest car to have hit the market, well, think, rather look again. This blingy, decked-up version of the Nano has over 80 kilograms of gold, 15 kilograms of silver and many precious gems. Even if you have the 20 crores that it's worth lying around, the company, sadly for you, has no plans to sell, at least just as yet. Just meant for publicity and also to showcase the craft of jewelry. Right, nanomites in fact made of gold on that car. We're getting you all the latest stories here on Breaking at 10. Also updates from the quake affected areas on this bulletin. I'm Aditya Ravishankar. Let's take you through first up the top stories that we're tracking. Rescue workers brave landslides and heavy rains to reach out to victims of Sikkim Quake. Death toll climbs to 75. Army, ITBP and BRO personnel race against time in the devastated Himalayan state. Cash-strapped Air India struggles to stay afloat. Aviation Minister unveils the roadmap to save the Maharaj. Tells headlines today the airline is flying on government dole alone.
End of the month I go to Pranam Utsav at 12 o'clock in the night. So he asked me, why you come? No, Dada, I want some money. How much? 200 crores. Hey, 200 crores at midnight. So it means I had to get money from him, pay salary.
Life-hidden parts of Andhra Pradesh as pro-Telangana stir enters 8th day. Public transport and power supply worst affected. Tension in Osmania University as students take on the police. Civic services hit in Mumbai as municipal workers go on a strike, demanding higher pay. Government hospitals are worst affected as water supply and garbage disposal services are hit. Petition against Sadanand Gowda's commercial complex to come up in Karnataka High Court. Headlines today had unearthed a violation of building norms by the CM. And Kolkata Knight Riders prevail over Auckland Aces in Champions League T20 qualifier. Win an edge-of-the-seat thriller by the margin of just 2 runs. Right, straight on to our top story here at Breaking at 10. It's proving to be a race against time as rescue workers battle landslides and also continuing rains in Sikkim to save victims of Sunday's killer quake that has now claimed 75 lives so far. Now that toll could in fact go up since rescue workers are struggling to save those still trapped under the debris. The death toll in Sikkim alone is 41, with the northern part of the state recording maximum casualties. The 6.8 magnitude quake has left behind badly damaged roads and buildings and also disrupted communication lines. A series of aftershocks have rattled survivors and spread panic. Medical teams have reached the epicenter Mangan via choppers. Now, BRO engineers have somehow managed to open the main National Highway 31A. The highway from Darjeeling to Nathula is also expected to be cleared through the course of the day today. Now, over 5,000 army personnel and over 700 from the ITBP have been engaged in rescue and relief operations with the help of 9 helicopters. The army and ITBP are operating relief camps as well to house the survivors. The state and central governments have announced compensation of 5 lakh rupees and 2 lakh rupees respectively for the next of kin of those killed in the quake. Let's get a word now from Swastika Mehta, my colleague joining us from Karseong, and we also have in fact Kamaljeet Sandhu joining us from Gangtok. Want to go across first to Swastika. Swastika, just take us through the latest you're witnessing. Swastika, if you can hear me, just take us through the latest that's happening around you in Karseong. Right, we'll go to Swastika in a moment. Let's go to Gangtok now, where my colleague Kamaljeet Sandhu is. Kamaljeet, how is the rescue and relief operation working around in Gangtok? Right, so we'll try and reconnect with my colleagues reporting, of course, from Gangtok and Karsiong. At this stage, of course, the situation is where rescue operations are on in full swing. In fact, at this stage, we understand that officials from ITBP and BRO are trying to salvage the situation. The casualty figures have gone up. We'll try and get a word in from our correspondents spread across these affected areas as well. Right, at this stage, of course, rescuers have also to battle landslides. There's continuing rain as well. Let's get a word in now from Kamaljeet Sandhu, my colleague joining us from Gangtok. Kamaljeet, just take us through the latest you're witnessing.
Well, at this point of time, the situation seems to have improved. We believe that the army has spread out in North Kashmir. They're trying to open the roads, including the one of Jawaharlal Nehru Marg and the National Highway. They say positively by evening they will be able to open all roads.
Right, you know, we're having difficulty actually connecting with Kamal also at this stage. We understand that telecom lines, even cell lines, communication has been severely affected. You can see from the pictures as well. Let's try and get a word in now from Karsiong. Swastika Mehta on the phone line with us. Swastika, if you can hear me, just take us to the rescue and relief operations that you've been witnessing.
Aditya, we're actually in northern Bengal, and it's the hilly region of North Bengal that has felt the impact of the tremors of the earthquake. The villages specifically called Karsong and Kalimpong, which is where the damage has been physically seen on buildings, on hospitals. We're moving into these hills today, and we'll be reaching Karsong in the next 5 minutes. Karsong is an area where 5 to 6 people got injured. Several buildings of that village completely got damaged and got impacted by the earthquake. Also, the route that is going up to into these hills, there have been several small landslides that have taken place because of the earthquake. Land has shifted and made the ground go loose. So the mountains are also witnessing a lot of landslides. Mamata Banerjee, in fact, visited this very region yesterday, taking the route which is very badly affected due to the landslides.
All right, Swastika again reporting from very difficult terrains where communication has been severely hit. As of course you can see from the pictures how this landslides which are of course going on even as we speak now is proving to be quite a big hamper as far as the rescue and relief operations are concerned. We'll keep getting word from Kamaljeet and also from Swastika, as also from other correspondents spread across these affected areas. West Bengal as well is reeling under the impact of Sunday's quake. Official reports say 9 people have been killed in the northern part of the state. Now, the worst affected districts are Darjeeling, Jalpaiguri and also North Dinajpur. Now, heavy rains stand in the way of rescue operations in the northern districts as well. Now, such was the impact of the quake in Jalpaiguri specifically that a residential building on your screens now has tilted and is leaning against the adjoining building. In fact, even in neighboring Mianaguri, deep cracks have appeared on the National Highway 31 that connects Siliguri to Guwahati. Parts of the road have also caved in. It's quite evident from those pictures the devastation left behind by this quake. The West Bengal government saying that it's trying to ensure safe return of tourists stranded in Sikkim after the killer quake. Now, landslides and heavy rains kept the tourists stranded in Gangtok, Namchi and Kumgon. In fact, rescue and relief operation in Darjeeling have also been affected by damaged roads and landslides. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee visited areas in Karsiong where in fact we were just joined by my colleague Swastika. Again, damage in the tremor. She also visited families of those killed in the disaster and announced compensation as well. The Chief Minister also visited the hospital in Siliguri where hundreds of injured victims have been admitted. Now, disaster management personnel have been working around the clock to restore normalcy in areas like Darjeeling, Jalpaiguri and also in North Dinajpur districts. In fact, our Kolkata Bureau Chief Avijit Nandi Majumdar caught up with the West Bengal Chief Minister.
What steps did you instruct to your officials?
No, you see, the matter is not only related in Bengal. Bengal, obviously, Bihar also 2 persons have died, and also Bengal also 6 persons died. I went to Kashiang, then I talked to all the hill area, the MLAs, especially from Kalimpong, from Kashiang, from Darjeeling, and also the Roshangiri and others, I talked to the people also. And then affected areas also we met, and the family also. And from there we came to Shiliguri.